Most people think that going from $0 to $10,000 a month is just a matter of making more money. They think life stays exactly the same, just with a nicer car or a bigger house. But the truth is, it doesn't. Changing your income level completely changes the way you think, the way others treat you, and, most importantly, the kind of problems you have to face every single day. At $0 a month, your problem is survival. At $10,000 a month, your problem becomes protection and stress management. Today, we are going to take a journey through the 5 financial levels that take you from 0 to the very top. We'll see exactly what happens to your mind, your relationships, and your bank account at every single step. And trust me, Level 3 is a trap that 90% of people fall into. Watch this video until the end to understand which level you're in today and how to move to the next one. Welcome to Level 1. This is the level of pure survival. If you're here, you are probably a student, you lost your job, or you are trying to start your first online business but haven't seen a single penny yet. At this level, your psychology is dominated by one thing: scarcity anxiety. When you walk into a supermarket or a restaurant, you don't look at what you want. Your eyes immediately go to the right, to the price column. If the price is too high, your brain automatically discards it. Every little unexpected expense, like your car breaking down or a higher than expected utility bill, feels like an apocalyptic catastrophe that can ruin your entire month. What is happening in your mind? Your brain is in fight or flight mode 24/7. You don't have the mental space to think about long-term investments because you are trying to figure out how to pay rent in 2 weeks. And how do others treat you? This is the most painful part. When you have $0, you are often invisible. Society tends to judge you based on your productivity. Friends or relatives might look at you with pity, or worse, with skepticism, asking you when you are going to get a real job. How do you get out of Level 1? You don't get out by saving. You cannot save if you have no income. The only way to escape from here is to trade your time to acquire a high-value skill. You must learn to do something that businesses pay well for, like copywriting, video editing, programming, or sales. You need to focus 100% on increasing your active income. Congratulations, you have a job or your first stable clients. You have entered Level 2. This is the level where the middle class lives, but it is also the biggest trap in the modern world: wage slavery. Here, your basic needs are covered. You can pay rent, you can buy groceries without looking at every single penny, and you can even treat yourself to one vacation a year or a weekend out. But there is a huge problem. You are completely stuck. You are like a hamster on a wheel. You earn, you spend. You earn, you spend. If you stop running on that wheel for even a single month, everything collapses. The psychology of this level is the illusion of security. You think you are safe because you have a fixed income, but in reality, you are just one layoff or one crisis away from going right back to Level 1. At this level, the people around you start treating you normally. You are a functional member of society. But there is a creeping psychological trap called lifestyle inflation. As soon as your salary goes from $1,500 to $2,500, your mind tells you that you need a nicer car, a newer phone, or a bigger apartment. The result? You still have zero savings at the end of the month. How do you get out of Level 2? You must understand that your salary is meant to buy your freedom, not more objects. You need to start living below your means. Build an emergency fund of at least 6 months and invest every single extra dollar into yourself or a side hustle that doesn't depend on your hourly time. Level 3 is the most dangerous level of all. It is the level of "I wish I could, but I can't," or as I like to call it, the level of fake wealth. When you start earning between $3,000 and $5,000 a month, you start making way more money than the average person around you. And this is where the ego takes over. You start wanting to show others that you made it. You buy designer clothes, you dine at luxury restaurants, you finance a German car that you can't actually afford. From the outside, people envy you. They treat you like a successful man. Friends ask you for advice. People respect you more when you walk into a venue. But inside, you are terrified. You are terrified because your cost structure has become so high that if your business slows down or if you lose that one major client, you won't be able to pay for your lifestyle. The psychology here is pure short-term dopamine. You buy things to impress people you don't even like. Many stay stuck here for their entire lives, looking rich but remaining financially fragile. How do you get out of level 3? You need a reality check and some humility. You must disconnect your personal value from the objects you own. You need to stop showing wealth and start accumulating it in silence. Instead of buying a car with a $500 monthly payment, use that money to buy assets, stocks, real estate, or ads to scale your business. If you overcome the appearance trap, you enter level 4. This is where the magic happens. The role reversal. You are no longer chasing money. Instead, money starts working for you. At this level, you have figured out how to scale your business. Maybe you hired your first team members, automated part of your work, or invested enough to see dividends or passive income every month. Your psychology changes completely. You become extremely protective of your time. You understand that time is worth much more than money. You start delegating $10 an hour tasks, like cleaning the house or buying groceries, to focus only on $500 an hour strategic activities. The anxiety disappears, replaced by a deep self-confidence. You know how to make money, you know the process, and you are no longer afraid to fail because you've already done it. How do others treat you? Here, the type of respect changes. You are no longer sought after by people who just want to freeload a dinner, but you start attracting people at the same level. Entrepreneurs, investors, people who want to do business with you. Your social circle shrinks, but it becomes infinitely more valuable. Finally, we arrive at level 5, $10,000 a month. This is the psychological milestone that many dream of, and it is the level of true freedom. At $10,000 a month, your life changes in a way you don't expect. You realize that happiness doesn't come from buying more expensive things. Once you can afford any restaurant, any trip, and any hotel without looking at the bill, the excitement for material things fades away. True wealth at this level is measured in one thing only: total control over your time. You can decide not to wake up to an alarm. You can decide who to work with and, above all, who not to work with. You can say no to stressful projects simply because you don't need the money. The main problem at this level is not how to make more money, but how to optimize taxes, how to protect your capital from inflation, and how to keep your motivation high now that you have satisfied all your material desires. People look up to you as a benchmark, a leader in your industry, but you know very well that the difference between you and someone at level 1 isn't intelligence. It's focus, discipline, and the ability to avoid falling into the traps along the way. And you, which of these 5 levels are you in right now? And what is the main roadblock preventing you from moving to the next level? Let me know in the comments below. Leave a like if this video was helpful, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next levels of the financial game. See you in the next video.